Making art every day for 31 days? Can I really do that? Well, I'm challenging this idea by participating in Peachtober this year and making an art piece every single day for the month of October. Howdy hey, I'm Kit Kat and welcome to day 12 of Peachtober. Today's prompt is bark, and before we get into anything, it's time for card attack time, the time where I pick the extra challenge for the day. So with that, let's pick our challenge. Today's challenge is black and white, which I'm not really excited about because I love color. But I put this one in here because I wanted to force myself to have to make a piece with no color because I love colors. So because it's a challenge, it needed to be, challenging. So I did the black and white challenge so that I'd be forced to not use color for a piece, which is sad, but also it's one piece. I didn't challenge myself for the whole series to do it in black and white. It's only one piece. It's gonna be okay. I can do it. Before we get into it, here's the color palette. Not even a color palette. It's really just black and white, but it's part of every video, so we gotta do it. Also, here is my silly little sketch. And with that, it's time to get cooking. It's time to chat with Kit Kat. Welcome back to another voiceover. Here, we are going to talk about the piece, about the day, about Peachtober, the vibes, all of it. First and foremost, this week has been so busy. I'm so glad that we are hitting the weekend and there's just room to invest a little bit more in the art. I do feel like this piece I had more time to invest in, which I appreciated, even though it's in black and white. I wish I had more time to invest in every piece, but the reality is that not every day I have hours upon hours to work on the art. But I'm very grateful that I had time to work on this piece and just get creative. Also, side note, I have been working without music, which is kind of ironic. I know there was a challenge at the beginning where I wasn't allowed to listen to music, and I kind of have been doing that thing where the challenge ended up being really good and I don't listen to music as much while I'm working. It's not that I never listen to it, but I haven't been listening to it as much, and I think it's actually been helping me to focus more, which is crazy. Maybe it's time to get rid of that Spotify subscription. Just kidding. I still love music, but I had time to also make myself a coffee, so I decided to include that in my process video. I love coffee, and it definitely fuels me every single day. So this is my coffee process, and I made myself a little iced latte. And then I got back to work on my art piece, and the design was for a dog food company. I didn't really know what to do. The prompt was bark, and I was like, well, how do I make that work with groceries? So I decided we're going grocery shopping for our furry little friend today, and we're getting him some treats. And that was how I tried to fit the prompt into my grocery store theme. Using black and white wasn't the worst, and I also think this was a good design to use black and white on. There are designs where I would be a lot more sad if I didn't get to use color on them. I have one in particular that I'm thinking about even right now that I can't wait till we get to it. It's the one that I think has been most exciting for me to think about working on. So I'm pretty hyped. I can't wait for you to see it. When we get to it, I will identify that it's the piece I've been most excited to work on. So stay tuned for that. But I had fun with this piece. I enjoyed just having the time to sit and work on it and not rush. I've had to use a lot more evenings to work on things, and so it was nice to be able to work on it a little bit more in the daytime and just enjoy my time and my process and the art making journey. It's something that making 31 pieces in 31 days, it kind of gets hard sometimes to enjoy the process. You're kind of just going and then going some more and then going some more. So it can be hard to find a good rhythm of I'm actually enjoying this and I'm not just like rushing myself to get it done.
Really?
And I feel like this piece was nice in the sense that I was able to just enjoy it and not feel so rushed. So that was really great. The black and white, not too bad. I would maybe make a piece in black and white again, although it's just not my favorite. I love color. But I do really respect people where they mainly make art in black and white. I know that when I first started, I liked using black and white actually a lot more. So it's kind of funny how things have changed and I'm not as into black and white art anymore, because I feel like it used to be the main style of my art, which is kind of funny. But we love color now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So this was my design process for today's piece, and it was fun to draw a furry little friend, and now I kind of want a dog, and I want to have a reason to go get dog food at the grocery store so I can feed this imaginary dog. But anyway, I think it's time to get into showing you the final design. And we made it to the end of the video where I get to show you the final design. Even though it was black and white, I did like how the design turned out, and I feel like this was a good prompt slash pre-made sketch that worked well with black and white. So at the end of the day, it worked out. This wasn't even really one of my favorite sketches that I came up with. There are other ones where I would have been way more sad if I had picked black and white because I had a vision of different colors I wanted to use for certain pieces. So I'm kind of glad I got black and white on this one because it was a piece that I already was feeling a little bit meh about. I didn't have any thoughts on what colors I wanted to use for this one. So kind of helped that I didn't have to use any color. Before you go, I would love if you would subscribe. I'm making a video every day for Peachtober, and I'm sharing my process and the behind the scenes and also just the why behind the design. So please stick around for a while. I would love to have you. Comment below what you thought of the design and the process, and also give it a like if you can. And if you'd like to see the piece more up close, you can always go check it out at my social medias, which are linked below. And with that, I will see you tomorrow for another day of Peachtober, and I will catch you on the flippity flop. Bye!